Hi, I'm Martina Navratilova, and this is Tennis Unpacked. When people talk in the crowd, well, it just kind of depends when they do it, how loud they are, if they've been drinking too much, which is usually the case. But I think I found the noise, just overall noise, when it's unusual timing when it happens. So most of the time you don't really care unless they get really loud, and then you can't hear the ball actually hitting the strings. So that's when you tell them to be quiet, please. I wonder how many rackets there really are in those bags, because the bags are massive. I think some players bring like 10 rackets. In the old days, you carried 2, maybe 3. But of course, you could play with one racket for like months on end. Nowadays, I used to bring 4 to 5 rackets, no more than that. Nowadays, they have all these different tensions and everything. I think they get maybe a little too crazy about it, but 4 rackets should always be enough in any bag. Are there any rules about what you can eat or drink during a match? No rules whatsoever. It's whatever your body requires. I used to like to eat bananas or bagels, but bagels is not really a good idea. They're dry and you need a high glycemic index so that it absorbs into the body a little bit slower, so you don't get a sugar high, whatever. But, when I got really hungry, I would borrow some spectator's hot dog and ate that. So I think they're a little more sophisticated these days. You can drink coffee, but I would not recommend it. Dehydrates you. But whatever works at the moment. But, when in doubt, just drink a lot of water.
Did you ever actually take someone's hot dog?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not making it up.
What was their reaction?
Oh, they shared. What do you do when you lose the tournament early? Do you fly home and stick around? I don't know. It didn't happen that much to me. So, it was usually that until Sunday. Well, yeah, you have maybe a couple of days off vacation, which you didn't really want to have. And then you get back to business getting ready for the next week. So it depends on the tournament. Is it more challenging to play a player you've never played before but low ranked, or a top player that you've played a bunch of times? Of course, it's more difficult to play the top player because you have to play your best tennis to win. At the same time, you have a good idea what you want to do and what they're going to do. Playing somebody you never played before, you try to figure it out. Nowadays, you have YouTube, so you can check it out. But it's always easier playing a lower ranked player than a top player, obviously. But that's when the fun starts, when you're challenged. So I love that. Why do players grunt or scream when they hit the ball? Because they were taught to do that. That's absolutely no reason to do that. Maybe a little bit of a exhalation, or a little bit when you're really stretched, but to be making all that noise when you're hitting the ball, it's absolutely unnecessary. It's just a habit, and I wish they would do away with it. If you put so much backspin on the ball, so much slice, that it bounces on the opponent's side of the net, and then it bounces back onto your side of the court. If the opponent didn't touch it, you win the point. So that's a shot that would be worth mastering if you could. What is the basic difference between playing grass, hard court, or clay? Bounces, footing, speed, high bounce, low bounce, speed of the bounce, footing for your shoes. Do you slide? Do you not slide? Smaller steps on clay or on grass, because you can't push off. Hardcourt, you can take bigger steps and stop quicker. So yeah, you have to adapt your strokes, your footing, and your preparation. So massive differences. Tennis elbow, what is the tennis elbow, and do all players get it? Well, a lot of players get it, but most don't, because they have good technique. People that have tennis elbow, usually it's because the technique is lousy. Maybe they're using the wrong racket. Depending on the racket, you can get different vibration coming off the racket, and for one player it's good, for another it's not, because that vibration has to go somewhere. Also depends how you string your racket. But the biggest thing that I would say to people when they get a tennis elbow, I'd say get a lesson. How confident are you as a player whether the ball is in or out? I wish we had Hawkeye when I was playing, because I see the ball really well. You can feel it and then you can see it. So I'm pretty accurate to this day. Some players are blind as a bat. I honestly don't know how they hit the ball, because they're challenging balls that are like a foot long. Or maybe sometimes they just try to slow the game and give themselves some space. So I think most players know pretty well whether the ball is in or out. What happens when you need a toilet during a match? Well, it happened to me only in doubles, because after you play singles, then the body kind of shuts down during the singles, and then during the doubles, I might have to go, during that match. But in my whole career, playing about, 1,700 matches in singles, I went to the bathroom once during a match. So Yeah, most players do not need to go to the toilet when they're playing. I hope that answers your questions. That was Tennis Unpacked. Till next time.